Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home and welcome to my messy kitchen. It is a rainy day here in the big town of Grady, Alabama, and we're all right ready to grill, and our plans got thwarted because it was raining outside. Never fear though, we've got a great recipe for these bacon onion meatball bombs that will be able to be done inside as well as on the grill. And today, because it's raining outside, we're going to show you how to do it in the house. So you can look at it this way. You can make big plans and sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate and you can get all down about it, or you can make lemonade out of lemons like we're about to do. So let's get started. We're going to show you what we've got and how to put it all together. So we have a pound of ground beef, and to that we're going to add 1 egg. We're going to add a half a cup of cheddar cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, and then a half a cup of breadcrumbs. And to that we're going to add salt and pepper just to taste, and that usually is about a teaspoon of each, or if you are watching your salt content, feel free to cut back on that. I've tried to get to where we just give you salt and pepper as an additive, and then you can decide how much of that you will need. Now, this recipe is pretty standard, no matter how many of these you're making. Now, if you're gonna make a large quantity of them, you can double this meat mixture. But for anywhere from 2 to 4 small to medium onions, a pound of beef can go a long way. And we're going to talk a little bit about that whenever we get to the point that we're going to stuff them. So we have our oven preheated to 425 degrees. And these will bake up nice and yummy in about 45 minutes. Then we'll baste them with our favorite barbecue sauce and put them back in for a whole 5. So I've got my meat mixture all nice and combined. And this is, like I said, just a basic recipe. You can add more spices if you would like to them. My gloves are a little big and keep trying to come off. All right, so we're gonna set this to the side, and then we're gonna show you how to prepare your onion. So we have 1 medium onion here, and I have trimmed the ends off of the onion, and then I'm going to carefully cut it diagonally right down the center. And these will be the casings for our onion bombs, and we're going to start with the outer shell first. And I like to just slide my thumb underneath, and if it breaks, it's not a big deal because we're going to have some glue to kind of hold everything together. But you might have a flimsy outer layer, and if you do, you can just take that off and discard it like I just did. And then we're going to go to the next layer and carefully take that off. And then I'm going to go to the other side and get that flimsy layer off as well. There we go. I'm going to set it to the side. And then we're going to get the next little sturdier layer off. And like I said, if they break, that is okay. Just try to slide your finger underneath there and get them off in as much of a cup as you can. So we're just going to put 1 or 2 of these together in the essence of saving time and show you how to do it. So we're going to take a nice size handful of that meat mixture, and then we're going to fill in that 1/2 of the onion. Now here's the beautiful thing about this recipe. You can make these as large or as small as you would like. So if you wanted to let this go a little farther, you could actually get some smaller onions and then you would not have to put as much meat in your cup. And then we just take that and we put that other piece of onion on there and just kind of form it to fit into a little onion ball. And if you wanted to make them a little smaller, your onion could overlap just like ours has done. Now, the next thing, and important, because this is where you add more flavor to your onion, is the addition of the bacon. And we're just gonna take it, and to secure those pieces, I'm going to cross hatch it over the top. I cut one slice of bacon in half, and you can take it and stretch it out and then just pull it over the seams and form it. And then I'll take a whole strip of bacon and wrap the outside so that we cover as much of that outlying onion as we can. Now you can secure this with toothpicks, or you can just overlap it really tight like I'm doing, and there you have your first onion bomb. So I'm just gonna do one more because they're relatively simple. The hardest part is getting this onion shell off. But as you see, I'm breaking it, and we can still put it together. So you can do as many or as few of these as you want, and you can vary your size of your hamburger mixture on the inside of each onion ball to make it go faster. So this is one of those recipes that I like to do to show you just the basics of how to do something. You can take an idea like this and you can add to it or take away, or you can even add more filling. So we're gonna take that and then we're gonna put it together just like that, cracks and all, because that bacon is gonna hold everything together. And as it cooks, the fat from that bacon is going to cook down into our onion and help flavor the onion as well as the meat. So look, it's just flipping wide open right there. So we're gonna take that piece of bacon and cross hatch it over to hold everything together on both sides. And then we're gonna take our tie piece, or I like to call it our anchor or tie piece, and put that around the side, and then it holds it all together all nice and neat. And the great thing about all that bacon fat is it does act as like glue, so it will adhere to itself on here. Now we're going to put these on our baking sheet, just like so. And I have taken a pan with a rack in it, but if you don't have a rack, that's okay too. And we're just gonna set these guys up over here, and then we're gonna get them finished, and then we are going to pop them in the oven. So when we get done, these will go in a 425-degree oven for about 45 minutes, or until the internal temperature of that meat reaches about 165 degrees. If you don't have a meat thermometer, it is a great investment whether you are cooking inside or outside, because a lot of times cooking times vary. So you'll hear me often give you internal temperatures so that you can be sure that your food is safe to eat and it's done all the way through. The best way to do that is with an internal thermometer. So we're gonna pop these in the oven, cook them for about 45 minutes. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna show you that we baste them, and then we'll take them out and garnish them and show you the finished product. So we'll be right back. Hey everybody, we are back and we finished a 45-minute cook time. We took the onion bombs out and we basted them with our favorite barbecue sauce, and we popped them back in the oven for about 5 more minutes. And we have ended up with these beautiful, wonderful, stuffed onions full of that cheese and that hamburger meat and wrapped in that sultry smoky bacon, and all that fat has cooked down into that, and they are gorgeous. Now what I have done is I have chopped up some green onions, and we just garnish these guys with those, and wow, what a pretty plate. We are gonna swap overhead now and show you as we cut into one and how wonderful they are. So let's do that now. So I'm just gonna cut this guy right down the middle so that you can see. And we used our internal thermometer to test to make sure that we were at 165 degrees, and they are perfect. I'm gonna just dot some more green onions on there so that you can see how perfectly they're done and cooked. And now you can just get your knife and fork and you can go to town like I'm about to do. So that is the perfect bite of onion and bacon and all the wonderful things that you could possibly want in an indoor barbecue. All that smoky sauce on the top just accentuates the bacon, and they are fantastic if I don't throw them all over my messy kitchen. So we hope that you will try these. They work great on the grill too. You just want to cook them until they have that internal temperature of 165 degrees, and you will be in business. And if it rains on you, like it did on us today, never fear, you can bring them inside and pop them in the oven and have exactly what you planned, inside or out. So for more great grilling good time recipes this month, be sure that you join us every week. If you haven't already, be sure that you hit that subscribe button. Ooh, I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm hungry. Hit that subscribe button and be sure that you ding the bell so that you can be notified when we drop other videos like this one. Also, make sure you're following us on our social channels at Instagram and Facebook, because we cook there live almost every Monday night, and we have a lot of fun here in the Messy Kitchen, and we would love for you to join us there. As always, from the buttered home to your home, we love you guys. Bye.